So guys, this will give us some idea of when this pump was last in service. This tamper-proof seal they have, which connects to the calculator. This is a tamper-proof seal, and you can see there it says 73. So we know this pump was at least okay to pump gas through 73 because of the tamper-proof seal that you can see there. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't really know where to start on taking this apart. So I decided I'd try to get this pipe here because I know, you know, this pump. And I put my wrench on this bolt right here and I couldn't believe it. That one broke loose like so easy. I mean, look at that. So we're gonna try this one. See how well it does. Yep. How fortunate am I for those to break loose so easy. Man, if everything breaks loose like that, I'm gonna be very lucky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start taking things apart and just see where I can go. Man, if everything will break loose like that, we may be in good shape. See if we get lucky here. Wow. Holy cow. Oh yeah. All right, guys. So far, so good. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know if one of these are gonna break loose. See if we get fortunate with this. Oh boy, yeah. That's gonna be a little bit, yeah. Probably have to get something different than a screwdriver. All right, guys, let me get some gloves on, start breaking some bolts loose. All right, guys, I got the pump, and I'm not sure exactly how this is, how that works, but right there, felt like it weighed 75 pounds by itself, if not more. That right there, easily 100 or better. I'd say more than 100. Not sure what the old motor's gonna be weighing, but should be able to move this thing around a lot easier now. That is a huge chunk of weight out. And all the bolts broke loose. And I'm gonna tell you guys, the fumes in here is overwhelming. I'm smelling, tag said 73. I'm pretty sure that's leaded gas. Getting some fumes in here now. I've not seen any actual liquid. What you see there is where I've sprayed PB Blaster. I've not seen any actual liquid come out of anything, but the presence of leaded gas is there. All right, guys. I did a little bit more to the Bennett 766, and I kind of got involved in what I was doing and didn't record it. I got so into it, and I realized, dang, I didn't video it. But pretty much what I did was I took the calculator off, and I was trying to figure out what was going on with it. There's two issues going on here. This thing is, it just won't it won't turn. There's something, it tries, but it just quite won't do it. So, and that looks pretty complicated in there. Looks like a lot of gears and stuff. It's not a tragedy, but I thought maybe if I could get this going, that I could hook an electric motor and it would turn and ding the bell and look like it was pumping gas. But I'll get brave after a while and go into this. I'm just not real good when it comes to a lot of gears and stuff like that. It just really is not, it's just not my cup of tea. And actually neither is this. This thing, the bottom is free, but for some reason, there's something here. Everything wants to turn, but there is something, and what I'm not understanding is nothing's really bound up, but for some reason, it's just not turning loose. So I'm gonna look at this a little bit more, but for some reason I don't know if maybe there's something in the mechanism here that's not releasing. Everything is pretty much free, but there's something. The bottom wants to turn fine. It don't have no problem turning the bottom, but for some reason something in here. I'll keep messing with it. I just thought it would be neat to have, you know, this would need to be cleaned up. This actually bolts underneath the bottom, and you can see here, this is where this shaft come up from the bottom, and then it turns these gears, and that turns everything, you know, gear ratio and all that. So I took this off, and I still couldn't get it to move, and it wants to. It just and everything is moving, everything is wiggling. But I will say, inside, and I don't know if I can get it, probably not, but there is a set of, looks like planetary gears in here, and I think that is the problem. There's two plastic gears down in here, and I think that's where the whole problem is. Not sure. And then of course, this here, like I say, the bottom's, there's no problem with the bottom. The bottom's moving just fine. You can move it. But the top, something's got the top bound up. This shaft, it just goes into a little spot right here. So that shaft just fits down into that bushing right there, and then it's not a big deal. But yeah, there's something not right with the mechanism here, and definitely something not right there. It would be nice to get it where it would you could hook a little electric motor. I've seen people actually put a drill under there, turn the speed down and run it that way. It'd be neat to watch the numbers turn and ding, even though it's not pumping gas. But if I don't get it, I really, when I bought the pump, I bought it for show. So that would just be a cherry on the top if we could get this to work, any part of it, especially the calculator part there. That'd be great. But if we can't, we can't. We'll go ahead. Now that I've got it out, I can really clean it now. I can really clean this up a lot better than it being in there. So the next thing, I'm getting ready to unscrew the piping, the electrical wires and everything, and I got to get this motor off. We're not going to be using that motor. But I will say, I seen something very, very neat on this motor. And guys, this just shows you something. When I first seen it and I grabbed it with my fingernail, I wasn't sure what it was, but check out how you oil this thing. Isn't that neat? Just pour the oil down in there. Got its own little cap. That's awesome. All right, guys. I'll continue on just a little bit more here. There's not a whole lot left. I've already took the counterweight off. That wasn't nothing, but just taking out 3 bolts right here, and I got it lean, all to make this more mobile. All right, guys. All right. I got these bolts broke loose. They weren't bad. I'm going to show you if I can get this apart. We'll see what the spinner looks like in there. All right. And there we go. That's a heavy piece of glass. Even though it has this cast iron on here, that's heavy, but there you are. Look at there. The spinner, it spins. How about that? That's awesome. We'll get that cleaned up. Man, can't believe it spins. Let's show you something about that. If you will look inside there, you can see the little propeller. Now, the gas would flow through. We took that tube off from the pump. But the pump, you can see the little vane impeller in there. You can see that impeller. And, yep. I don't know. Yeah, it's just too dirty in there to see what's going on, but, yep. Spinning pretty freely, too. Wow, that's awesome. All right, guys, that's pretty much going to be it. We pretty well got it stripped. The motor has to come off, and we got a bolt, or actually, it's a nut. You can look at it and tell. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut that off. The other 3 look pretty good, but that one's in pretty rough shape. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut that off. Just a side note, the way I want to show you real quick how this pump works. This linkage, it hooked right here to this motor, and whenever you would pick the handle up, it would turn the pump on, and then it had a little gearbox here that goes in. It had a little gearbox right here. Actually, that's it right there. But it would reset the calculator. So it done it all with one. So it would turn the switch on, and it would turn the calculator on. So that's how it worked. Pump on, calculator was reset, ready to pump. When you were done, you shut it off. Or when you were done, you put the handle down. As you put the nozzle in, the handle would go down. But you would lift it up, and that turned everything on. So, all right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because I'm not gonna tackle this motor today. The conduit, this one screw right here, I was really wanting to take that screw out, but it's pretty well froze. I don't want to cut this conduit, but I'm afraid that's what it's going to lead to. We'll see. So anyways, we're going to reuse this original conduit with modern wire for our lights. So anyways, it'd be nice if we could get that calculator, you know, to work. It would be nice. But I knew, guys, when I bought the pump, I was just happy to get it. Honestly, I was like, man, all that's going to be trash, froze up, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we can get some numbers to clean up or whatever. But it would be nice, but it's not a tragedy if I don't get it to work. Because I mainly bought it, you know, for a showpiece. And if that's what, you know, way it winds up working, we can't get that working or whatever, it's going to be fine. I went ahead and took this apart. I told you I didn't need to get ahead. But the thing about taking this apart, it does not cost me no money. And I can buy just a little bit of primer, and I got to get these doors cleaned up. They're going to need a lot. They're really, really pitted. And I won't get it all out. Guys, I'm not going to spend just hours and hours and hours and hours just trying to, you know, get every little flaw out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to clean them up the best I can. I'm going to primer them, try to get some of the pits out. I'm going to paint them. I'm going to make it look decent. Probably the further away you are, the better it'll look. But you know what, guys? It's mine. I've always wanted one. And it's going to be a project. And basically at this point, it's going to be cleaning, you know, doing a lot of primer and a lot of cleaning and a lot of stuff on the framework. But the outside of it, you know, we'll make it look as nice as we can. And we're going to do it right here. You know, I'm going to do it myself. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it for now. So the next time I do anything with this pump, I'll update y'all for any of y'all that, you know, might be interested in it. And I'll just give you another video and update you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Can't wait to see you in another video. Thank you, guys.